Hello, Williamson County, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events brought to you by your Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Well, 2020 is in full swing. Temperatures are chilly, and you may feel a bit like hibernating for the next few weeks to recover from your busy holiday season. But Williamson County Parks and Recreation has a massive amount of indoor programming planned to keep you active and entertained throughout the winter and well into the spring. Today, we'll be talking about a series of upcoming special events, plus some of our ongoing arts and crafts programs. Joining me for the first half of our show today is Brian Campbell. He's one of our recreation specialists for Williamson County Parks and Recreation, and he's here to talk about our very popular annual father-daughter dances. Brian, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Kerri.
It's a pleasure to have you here to talk about one of my favorite events.
Ours too. Since
we started doing these several years ago, there hasn't really been anything else like our father-daughter dances. They are truly magical, enchanting, and fun for us as well as our participants.
Well, yes, that is true. They are fun for us and fun for all our participants, and we look forward to having another fun one this year.
Every year, the programming staff does an amazing job with a beautiful theme, lovely decorations, and building a memorable night for fathers and daughters all throughout our communities.
Absolutely.
Over the years, we've expanded this program into 4 of our main recreation centers. We have father-daughter dances that will be coming up in a couple of weeks in Spring Hill at the Longview Recreation Center, in Franklin, Fairview, and then in Nolensville at the Williamson County Recreation Complex as well. All of them have a specific theme for this year's event, and it's a little bit of a deviation from some of our past experiences. Sure. While they have all been, like we said, magical and truly enchanting, this year we're taking a little bit different approach to it, to something that's a little bit more fun and a little bit different pace. Absolutely. For our father-daughter dances.
Sure. Like you said, we try to make it magical every year, and this year we've changed it up a little bit. We're going to a sock hop theme, a 50s style sock hop theme. What that means is really anything you want it to be, and that's kind of the best thing about our dances. You can be as casual as you want or as fancy as you would like. Anything that you would like to do as far as poodle skirts or saddle shoes, roll up your jeans and throw on your white t-shirts and black jeans, anything that you would like, or anywhere in between. It's that casual or that fancy. We have, people show up in limos and people show up in, with their hair done and their nails done, and it's just a great night for a daughter and her father, or really any significant other. We want to get that out there, that it's not just a father-daughter dance, but it could be an uncle, it could be a brother, it could be a grandfather, anyone that's significant to that little girl. We'd love to have come out.
That's a really good point. A father-daughter dance leads you to think, that it's fathers and their daughters, but it's really any special male figure that a young girl has in her life that she would want to share this kind of experience with. And I love when we do see the grandfathers come in for these events, or uncles, or like you said, even older brothers, that have that special connection with the little girl and really want to be involved in giving her, the time of her life, her special night.
Special night.
These dances are geared towards girls ages 5 to 12. They're wonderful 2-hour events. They are from 6 to 8 p.m. And let's talk a little bit about what the night entails.
Sure. As we get started on Longview on the 18th of this month, registration is still open for the Longview dance and all of our dances. But on the 18th, which is a Saturday, Longview and Spring Hill, we'll have our first sock hop dance. Dance actually starts at 6 and goes till 8 p.m. This year in Longview and Franklin, one of the cool things that we have is a great photo booth that you can get that memorable picture of that night to take home with you. We've asked the photo booth guys to come a little earlier, so you can actually get there a little early and knock out your photo around 5:30. So while you're waiting for the doors to open, maybe that's one of the things you can knock out early in Longview and Franklin. So we've tried to extend the time a little bit to give more people the chance to take that photo home.
We do have a lot of couples who come back year after year
Yes.
for this event. And some of our veterans to our father-daughter dances might remember how that photo line does
It gets a little long.
yeah, it gets a little
It's a popular
long.
item, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I think it's great that we're making a slight accommodation on the
Sure.
front end
Yeah,
to
we
kind
want
of
everybody.
build that into the night's event so that there's plenty of time for the couples to enjoy the dance
Yeah.
as well. And the photo booth is always so much fun. I mean, I know they're extremely popular in so many styles of events this year, but this is really that kind of once in a lifetime kind of opportunity to get that fun themed program shot.
Yeah, it's your take-home memory for the night, along with, I mean, obviously everyone's welcome to bring your own cameras and iPhones and take pictures and selfies. We've got some selfie props this year that are 50s style that you can walk around and kind of take your own pictures. We just really want, people to have a great time and bring home a lot of memories and, come back the next year. Along with the photo booth, we are providing some snacks, some light snacks.
Always a big hit.
Yes,
Snacks
always
are
a big
always
hit.
a big hit.
It'll be, punches and waters and goldfish and gummy bears and some other fun items. This year, we're also offering kind of ice cream floats that are going to be provided by one of our sponsors. So they'll be providing the ice cream and the soda, and they'll be, just like a 50 style soda fountain. So we're looking forward to that. We'll also have a giveaway item that everybody can leave with, kind of another memento of the night. It is an acrylic cup with a lid and a straw that is logoed with the dance logo. Yes.
As a parent of a young girl, thank you.
Absolutely. Yes, you're welcome. So it'll be logoed, and it'll be just another item that they can take home to remember the night, along with the photos and the snacks and the cups.
All that fun stuff. The decorations are always amazing that you guys do for these dances.
Right.
I can't wait to see how you transform our gymnasium spaces for this year's event. And then let's talk a little bit about our DJ, because we have a really fun interactive DJ
Yes.
who gets kids and really makes this
Absolutely.
dance a ton of fun for them.
Yes, DJ Lewis Lee, he's been around longer than I have, but he's been around with Williamson County and Williamson County Parks for a long time. He will be doing our dance again this year. I'm sure he'll make the absolute best of his attire. He probably will dress up in the theme and play some theme music for the night, and we look forward to having him this year and every one of our dances and a lot of our other events.
So let's talk a little bit about the dress.
Sure.
For many years, our father-daughter dresses were always very dressy, to say the least. We would see some amazing girls in beautiful dresses with special hair and makeup. We've seen fathers in everything from tuxedos to
Sure.
button-up shirts. This one gives you a little bit more flexibility in your dress for
Absolutely.
the night with the sock hop theme. So, definitely if you're still wanting to dress the part, then, jump on Pinterest, check out Etsy, or drag out your sewing machine, make a poodle skirt, high ponytails with scarves for the girls. Guys can definitely just,
Black jeans, roll up your
the
shirts.
rolled up jeans and t-shirts with Letterman jackets or sweaters or black leather jackets, something like
Absolutely.
that. But there's so many different things to do other than just the sock hop theme. If you
Sure.
think about just the 1950s, 1960s era, there was some great style in that era. If you really want to get all into the night, and go big with some full skirts and pin
Absolutely.
curls, there's no limit to what can be achieved.
Exactly. And I may even slick back my hair. I'm not sure yet, but it could be one of those things that I do that night. But
Yeah.
you're looking for, I mean, if that's the route you want to go to, there are plenty of options. But also, if you just want to come and have a good night and, wear jeans and a long sleeve shirt and a tie or whatever you want to do. And that's what's so good about these dances and having them where we have them. You can do whatever you want. And
Yeah.
it's one of these nights where you're just out with your daughter and you just want to create some memories. And, if you want to dress up and have a contest and take pictures, great. If you just want to, have a good night out and go to dinner at Steak and Shake beforehand and on the way back, go to the dance, that you can do that. It's just the flexibility and just creating that one special night that you can have. So
There's so many great creative minds out there. Mine is not one of them. That I always love seeing what people do with the themed events that we offer through the department. So wow us and surprise us with your
Absolutely.
father-daughter outfits for this year's events. Real quick, we're going to run through the dates and locations for these dances again. Like Brian said earlier, our first father-daughter dance is going to be taking place at the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill. That's going to be on Saturday, January the 18th. The following weekend, on Saturday, January the 25th, we'll be at the Franklin Recreation Complex. Then we take a little break, and we have 2 other dances later in February. We'll be at the Fairview Recreation Complex on Saturday, February 22nd, and the Williamson County Recreation Complex at Nolensville on Saturday, February the 29th. Registration for all 4 of these dances is currently online and available through our website at wcparksandrec.com. Cost for the event is $18 per couple, and then it's just $6 for each additional girl to attend. There is a limit for registration, but I feel like we have such big spaces in our gymnasiums.
Yes.
We have huge parties. There's plenty of opportunity.
There
for
is
people to get
availability
involved.
on all the current dances. Longview being the closest is running tight, so get out there and register now. But Franklin, Nolensville, and Fairview all still have availability, and we'd love to have everybody out.
Absolutely, and they're all open to the public. So even if you maybe live closest to the Franklin Recreation Complex, but you have plans that weekend already, any of the other dances that you're willing to drive to, you can register for any location.
That is correct. I mean, you know, it's, again, one of these nights where we're looking to create memories, and if you live in Brentwood, come on down to any one of our facilities, or no matter where you live, we just want you to come out and have a good time.
Absolutely. And we do have a wonderful sponsor that we want to thank for their
We do.
involvement. There's so much that we count on community sponsors for to help us with the level of events and programs that we offer through the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. So we want to be sure to share information about them as well.
Sure. It's this year's Twinkle Toes Nanny Agency, new nanny agency here in Williamson County. Again, as I said before, they are providing all the ice cream and soda for the children to make ice cream floats. And we thank them very much for coming out. We're looking, as usual, we're looking for any sponsors for any of our events to get in front of. And, we'd love to work with anybody that, wants to sponsor egg hunts or any of our other events. So, but this year we thank Twinkle Toes and all that they're doing to help out providing this great event.
Wonderful. If you're interested, sponsorship information is available through our website. Again, that's at wcparksandrec.com. We hope to see you guys at one of our father-daughter dances in the next couple of weeks. You can also get additional information about the events through our website as well. Brian, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you coming in to talk to us about the father-daughter dances.
Not a problem. Look forward to seeing everybody out there.
Well, we wish you the best of luck with them. Can't wait to see all your photos.
Thank you.
Y'all stay tuned. When we come back in the second half of our show, we'll be talking with another member of our programming staff about some great upcoming arts and crafts classes.
Hello, I'm District Attorney General Kim Helper. My fellow DAs and I successfully fought for new elder abuse laws and procedures that have police departments and agencies using improved tools to protect our seniors. Victims of elder abuse are often unable to recognize or report abuse themselves. They need your voice. If you suspect abuse, contact local law enforcement or adult protective services. Let's work together to protect our seniors.
I'm working in a job that I love.
Because I was given a chance.
To show that my disability
is only one part of who I am.
Who I am.
Who I am.
At work, it's what people can do that matters.
For more information, visit whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
Welcome back to It's About You. Joining us for the second half of our show today is Joan Wilkes. She's another recreation specialist for Williamson County Parks and Recreation, and she oversees our arts and crafts programs in Franklin at both the Franklin Recreation Complex and the Williamson County Enrichment Center. She's here today to talk to us about a variety of programs coming up in the winter quarter. Joan, thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. We were having a conversation earlier about what people think of when they think of Williamson County Parks and Recreation, and fitness and health is usually what drives the train.
Right.
But we actually have a truly amazing fine arts program with so much variety in it for any beginning or even established artist.
Absolutely. So I think, like you say, most people think about the rec center for fitness and recreation, but we have so many arts and crafts programs for children and adults, both ongoing and special programs as well.
So we really wanted to take a chance to highlight some of those today and some of the different kinds of things that you can expect at your local Parks and Recreation Center. I think when you look at the variety of the arts and crafts programs that we offer, it's truly astounding. And I think a lot of people probably don't realize the number of different people that we work with to make that happen. There are multiple instructors I know that you work with on a daily basis who are probably your neighbor that just utilize the Recreation Center to share their talents with the world.
Right. Many professional artists and professional art educators that bring their skills to the rec center, and it's just a wonderful thing.
It is. So with a new year starting out, if you are looking for a way to broaden your horizons in 2020, if you're looking for a new hobby or just an interesting new experience, all of our arts and crafts programs this time of year are indoors. So this could be a great way for you to explore something new in the new year, or even a great way for people to maybe rethink what self-care is for them.
Absolutely. I think people, some people are afraid to do art. They think, well, I'm not an artist. Well, you don't have to be. And there's nothing to even say you have to hang your art when you're done. The process of doing it is what is so restorative.
And there are so many different kinds of programs and classes that you have now. I think sometimes people think of art as one particular thing. I'm not a painter, I'm not a drawer, but there's a ton of great craft programs that you're doing right now. You brought some of those pieces in with you today that are really just fun little projects that you can use to spruce up your home or other things.
Right. Craft projects are something that is fairly new to what we've been offering. We've always offered a lot of fine arts, watercolor, acrylics and oils, and that type of thing. But yeah, we've introduced some more craft projects like these painting on glass. All of these projects are available in February. So wine glass painting, we have a Valentine, we call it a love jar that you can fill with notes throughout the year. You can make it whatever you want it to be. And mixed media, this one is in February as well. Suzanne Bomar offers she offers probably 3 or 4 different classes a month on mixed media alone.
So, and there's, people might not know what mixed media means, but it's a layering technique. Am I thinking right?
Yes, and it's hard to describe, and they're all different, the ones that she offers. Some of them are collage, and then with printing techniques on top of it. She does some gel plate printing, which is a gelatin-based plate. She teaches new techniques with every class that she does, and so you're learning. But what's amazing is, and I took one of her classes in December just to see what it was all about. For about 4 hours, this class was, and I learned so many techniques. Not being a professional artist myself, I was so proud of the end result. Yours will look as good as this.
And that's
it's
where we
hard
go
to
back
imagine.
to those instructors that are there to walk you through. So even if you really don't know what you're doing or you're trying something new, there is someone there to guide you through the process to help you produce your art.
Absolutely.
And all the supplies are included. So that
sometimes we charge a supply fee, but yes, they're there.
They're
Yes,
there.
they
So
have the
everything
supplies
you
for
need
you.
is there when you show up to be able to do the project. And so
Yes.
if it's something that you're unfamiliar with or you've never done before, we've got all the tools you need. We'll show you how to use them and make it fun in the process.
It's a great girls' night out or a mother-daughter thing, or men certainly as well. It's a great way to spend an afternoon or an evening.
Absolutely. And there are a few specific programs that we're going to talk about today, but we by no means could cover the breadth of activity that you have in arts and crafts throughout the winter quarter. So we do want to take a chance to show people this lovely little guide that you put together on a quarterly basis. Of course, information about all of our programs is available through our website at wcparksandrec.com. But if you're visiting your local recreation center and you want to pick one of these little guides up, it's a nice little paper takeaway so that you can keep track of our upcoming programs. These are all of our programming, arts, wellness, and recreation programs for our winter quarter, so be sure to check that out as well the next time you're in your local Parks and Rec Center.
Yes, it's very handy.
All right, let's talk about some programs, and we'll start off with the kids, because you know the thing I love about kids, they have no fear with art.
True.
They just jump right in and are proud of everything that they do. I think as you get older, you get a little bit more critical of yourself, but I love watching the kids in our arts programs and just how they're able to express themselves and what they're working on, and just it's infectious when
They're
you're
up
around
for
your youth art
anything.
programs.
One of their favorite things that we do is spin art. You know, those machines that just spin it around, they just squirt stuff on, and it turns out to be what looks like a beautiful piece of abstract art. And these are just preschoolers doing it. It's great fun. Great fun.
So we do have some great preschool programs that we operate through the Franklin Recreation Complex. We have a Sticky Fingers preschool arts program that we've run for several years now that continues on a monthly basis for anyone who has young children who are looking for a morning activity.
Yes.
We also have added some really great after-school components, and you've got a new after-school art club that you're doing on Wednesdays, right?
We do. We've been doing the after-school art club for a few months now with Chris Salva as the instructor, again, a degreed professional artist and art educator. And she has just added a figure drawing class for ages 10 and up, 10 to adult. And that starts Thursday nights from 5:30 to 6:30. Figure drawing, basic figure drawing.
So these programs are school age and up.
Yes.
So if you have a young artist at home who maybe their art quotient isn't getting met with their once or twice a week art program at school, and they're really looking for ways to express themselves, the after school art club might be something for you. It's Wednesday afternoons, 4:30 to 5:30. You can get registration information through our website about our next available sessions, or even the figure drawing class. Like you said, this is school age kids and up. So even if you're looking for maybe a fun family activity during the week, or something that you can do with your child. I feel like so many of children's after-school activities are just about the child, which they should be, you know, and I know they're always looking for parent volunteers to be involved, but this is actually something you can do with your kid.
Absolutely. Learn something new with your child. You're both new at it. It doesn't matter that there's an adult and a child. You're both learning something new.
And doing it together. It's the most important part, right?
Right.
The figure drawing class, like Joan said earlier, is also Thursdays, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. You've got some great monthly programs coming up pretty soon. A really wide variety of youth programs, preschool programs for grandparent and me classes.
That's one of my favorites, and I actually teach that class as well. And I try and incorporate the grandparents' time with the child to create memories together.
Which is so sweet. Love that.
It's wonderful.
Absolutely love that. Again, it's one Tuesday every month. You can get specific dates for our winter sessions through our website. We have a new beginning sewing program. It's sessional based. That's going to be coming up pretty soon as well.
Yes. So Gail Chafin is a wonderful sewer. She's offered classes for years at the rec center, and we rotate monthly between very simple projects. One of them is a drawstring bag, and another one is a pillowcase. Very similar projects that you can make your own by the fabric that you choose to bring. So you can make it special and what you want it because you're choosing the materials that go into it.
Nice.
And she teaches you the basics of how to cut and sew, and just you'll be proud of this very simple project because you make it your own.
And this starts for young children ages 9, correct?
Yes.
Yes, so lots of fun. I think I was telling you earlier, this is something my daughter's really interested in because she feels as if I should be the pioneer woman who can sew all her clothes and mend all her toys and do all these things. And really got to get her to learn how to sew.
Right.
Well, let's jump into the adult side really quick. So we just have a few more minutes left. There are so many different types of adult programs that we offer, everything from instructional programs to just open studios where if you have an interest in art already and you're just looking for a space to maybe get together with other artists to work on projects.
All levels, beginning to intermediate and advanced. It's really amazing the talent we have in our community and the instructors that are willing to share it at the rec center. So our ongoing classes, you can come to a basic drawing class Tuesdays at the Enrichment Center from 10 a.m. to noon, or there's an open studio watercolor also at the Enrichment Center. That's Tuesday nights from 6 to 8. And we have an open studio for oils and acrylics at the Franklin Rec Center. That has recently just started up again from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 at the Franklin Rec Center.
And I appreciate the variety in them. Different days of the week, different times of the day, so that people with varying schedules can try to find a match.
Right.
And then some other just individual events that we have coming up. You know, we talked a little bit about the mixed media art programs. You guys are going to do some gel plate printing, paper printing, and some other fun things with that. The crafts classes, obviously, we hope those are going to be very popular with adult participants. And like you said, a great way for those girls' nights, family get-togethers, just, you know, could be whatever you want it to be. You're also going to be doing some bead loom weaving with these craft.
I can't wait for
projects.
this one. Yeah, so here is a woman who has an entirely different career, but just loves bead loom weaving. And I have, in planning this class with her, come to learn a lot about what that means. She said when she was a child, she got one of these bead looms, and she just fell in love with the craft, and it just enriches her life, and she wanted to share it with the community. So she's offering, the first project she's going to make is a simple bookmark, and it's not that you need a bookmark that's beaded. It's to learn the process so that then you can make whatever you want with your bead loom. So we have the bead looms for you to borrow, so you don't even have to invest in that. Just come and learn the process with us, and maybe you'll fall in love with it like she did.
Sounds great. Well, there's so much to look forward to this winter session. I really want to thank you for taking the time to come in today, sharing a little bit about what you have coming up. I know there's so much more that we can't talk about in depth today. Just remember that information about all of our programs and activities, from our arts and crafts classes to our community and special events like our father-daughter programs that we talked about in the first half of the show, as well as our athletic schedules, fitness schedules, facilities and hours of operation, pass prices and online registration and general pass purchasing are available through our website at wcparksandrec.com. You guys, also be sure to follow us through our social media channels. They are great ways to get additional information about our programs. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We even have a Pinterest page and YouTube for some photos and videos of all of our exciting offers. And then as we close out today, we want to talk to you about something very special. Well, keep an eye out. I know it sounds a little crazy to say this early in the year, but keep an eye out over the next couple of weeks for our Summer 2020 Activity Guide. That's right, I said it, summer. You know, once you have kids in school, I feel like you understand how much quickly time moves, but in just a few weeks, we'll release our Summer Activity Guide. It is your one-stop shop for all of our amazing summer programs, including day camps, our Camp Will program, which is our therapeutic summer day camp, day trips with our Jeeps and Boredom Buster groups, specialty camps like what Joan does with arts and crafts, as well as some other amazing theater programs and tons of recreation, sports camps, all great things to look forward to. The guidebook will be coming out around the 1st to middle of February. A limited number of print copies will be available in our recreation centers. Plus, you can get additional information at Parent Magazine's Summer Camp Fair. We'll have a Williamson County Parks and Recreation booth there. It'll be on Saturday, February 22nd at Cool Springs Galleria Mall, where you can get more information about our summer programs and how to register. Registration for all of our summer activities will also take place through our website and will open March 1st. So start making your plans now. I want to thank you guys for tuning in for today's show. We'll see you next time. And until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.